Hey guys, Tiffany here, and today I am bringing you another book review. Now, this author I had the pleasure of meeting at the Horror Hotel International Film Festival, and he is an award-winning screenwriter and author in the horror genre. He does write a good variety of subgenres within horror, including horror comedy and sci-fi horror, and with this offering, Gothic horror. Now today we will be discussing Paul Grammatico's book, Keys of Demented Memories, and I got a chance to pick up this book along with some of his other books that I will be reviewing at the Horror Hotel Film Festival. Plus, this Friday, Paul Grammatico, he is joining me for an after-hours chat on the podcast, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But Keys of Demented Memories caught my eye because it's Gothic horror, and of course, it's up my alley. And I did pick up two of his other books, like I said, which I look forward to reading them. They are a little bit different from what I would normally read, but I'm looking forward to them nonetheless. But in Keys of Demented Memories, we follow a woman by the name of Alexis. Now, Alexis is returning to her grandmother's house with her sister, brother, and sister-in-law after their grandmother's funeral. Now, the purpose of this visit is to clean the house up as much as possible and try to get it ready to sell on the market. And all is going well, with the exception of maybe a couple of family squabbles, but nonetheless, they are trying to do what they can to get it done. However, things take an interesting turn when Dante discovers a jar of old keys. Well, Dante is immediately taken by the jar of old keys. They spark his curiosity, and he expresses an interest in taking the keys and seeing which doors to the big house, because their grandmother lived in a huge house, and so it's not going to be easy to clean the place up in one day. But Dante decides that he would like to go on an adventure, try the keys out on each of the doors, and they're like these old skeleton keys from way back. And he decides that he would rather go exploring. Now, of course, his sisters, especially Alexis, they would rather just get the work done, get what they need to completed, just do this as quickly as possible, and then do what they need to do to put the house up for sale. But Dante is having none of it, and he finally convinces them to each take a key. Now, after they take a key, each of them, what begins as a kind of innocent little break from cleaning, maybe hope for a little bit of adventure, maybe find some memories of their grandmother throughout the house. But what begins as an innocent curiosity starts a chain of events that they may not be able to escape from. And this is when Keys of Demented Memories becomes a fight for survival. Now, as far as the review goes, Keys of Demented Memories, like I said, it is a Gothic horror book, but it does have supernatural elements in it also. And it plays with the theme of trying to run away from your past, but the past eventually catching up to you. I will also add that there are some very cool interdimensional creatures with very interesting backstories. And the ending of the story also has some very interesting twists that definitely kept me reading right up until the end, especially when things really got interesting there, especially after halfway through the book. And it kind of was one of those books where you honestly didn't know who was who, what was what, and just when you think you might have the plot figured out, well, Our friend Paul throws you for yet another loop. I will say that Paul is a brilliant writer, a brilliant author, a brilliant storyteller. And with this one, he definitely crafted a story that, for me, definitely kept me reading, kept me interested, and kept me just really wanting to know where the story was going, but in a good way. So it wasn't one of those books where you're just kind of sitting there like, okay, like, where's this going? No, I wanted to know where this was going, what was in store. And it's like the story itself, it's kind of like the same type of labyrinth as the big old house that Alexis and her siblings' grandmother lived in while she was alive. And I do recommend picking up this book. Now, I will also add that Paul has the last of these copies for sale, and once they're gone, they're gone. What he's planning to do is kind of rework the story a little bit more and then re-release it. And he does talk about a little bit on this in the upcoming After Hours Chats podcast episode this Friday. So you can still pick up this book on Amazon, any place where you can buy books, and also his own website, Eject Press. So be sure to check this out, because this just might be a collector item at some point before he reworks it and then re-releases it. But I enjoyed this book. I definitely give it 4.5 out of 5 black hearts on my rating scale. And yeah, stay tuned for a couple more reviews on Paul Grammatico's works, and make sure you check the After Hours Chat podcast that will feature him on the episode this coming Friday, which I'm super excited about because we do have a very cool chat. And yeah, but definitely check this out. Check out his other books. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe because I do a lot of content on here. And if you're into some Gothic and Celtic fantasy music, I also have a music channel as well that I will also link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and stay fierce, stay safe, stay spooky, and I will see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.